Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all? Welcome back to Mahdi English School. Myself, Khushbu Dharani, and I'm taking your English and grammar. So, my dear students, I hope you all are fine and safe at home and enjoying your online studies. So, my dear students, do you remember what we have learned in our previous English lecture? What we have learned in yesterday's English lecture? Yes, let me tell you. Yesterday we learned textual grammar from English textbook of lesson 1. And today we will learn textual grammar of English textbook poem 2. All the things are given exactly after the poem in your English textbook. So let's see what is the first topic. The first topic we will see, but let's see a quote. I can't do it. This is the last. I want to do it. See, here the symbol is of sitting. I can't do it. Then standing up. I want to do it. How do I do it? Thinking position. How do I do it? Then I will try to do it. Means taking a next step. You can see here. Taking a next step. Then he learned how to do it. Step of winning. I can do it. You can see here. I can do it. And then I will do it. Jumps more. And then got a success. What it is got? Success. Let's revise. When a person is thinking about a negative points that he can't do something, he should keep all these things in mind. See, the first step. The symbol of sitting. I can't do it. You can see here the symbol. Then I want to do it. Position of standing up. I want to do it. Now position of thinking. You can see here. The symbol of thinking. How do I do it? Then taking a next step. I will try to do it. Yes, I can do it. Symbol of winning. You can see here both the hands raised. Then direct next step. I will do it. And here jump. Jump of success. So like this, you all can get success in your life. If you cannot do anything, then first prepare yourself to do that. Then try that things to do, and then you can get success. Okay. So let's move to the topic. That is rhyming words. What is the topic? Rhyming words. Now let's see what is the rhyming words. What is a rhyme? A rhyme is when words sound similar. A rhyme is when words sound similar. Let's repeat it again. What is a rhyme? What is a rhyme? A rhyme is when words sound similar. A rhyme is when words sound similar. See, here a poem is given, poem of jelly beans. Let's read. Jelly beans are fun to eat. Jelly beans are fun to eat. Share them with the friends you meet. Share them with the friends you meet. Eat a few, they sure are yummy. Eat a few, they sure are yummy. But not too many, they will hurt your tummy. But not too many, they will hurt your tummy. Now see here. Eat meat. The first rhyming words I have put it in a green color. Eat meat. eat and meat. Then yummy, tummy. The second rhyming word I have put in a yellow color. Yummy, tummy. So here, what is the rhyming word of eat? That is meat. And you can say this way also, what is the rhyming word of meat? Eat. Right? Same way here. What is the rhyming word of yummy? The rhyming word of yummy is tummy. Or you can say another way, what is the rhyming word of tummy? That is yummy. Now let's move to the next slide. Rhyming words that sound the same and the same way. Rhyming words are that sound the same and the same way. See, here I have written two examples. Pop, hop. Pop, hop. Now you can see here I have put underline. See, OP, OP. Pop, hop. Last two letters. OP, OP. Both are same, right? Then sip, tip. Sip, tip. IP, IP. You can see here. Pop, hop, sip, tip. Words that have the same ending sound. Words that have the same ending sound. For example, cat, hat. Cat, hat. You can see here. Here also I have put underline. AT, AT. Cat, hat. Which words are there? Words that have the same ending sound. For example, cat and hat. Remember, rhyming words have the same ending sounds. What you have to remember? Note it down properly. I have put star here so you can remind it. Remember, rhyming words have the same ending sounds. Maybe the spellings can be different, but the ending sound should be same. Do you know where the ending sound of a word would be? What is the ending sound of frog? That is the example I have given to you. Do you know where the ending sound of a word would be? Now let's see the example. What is the ending sound of frog? OG. What is the ending sound of frog? OG. Which word rhymes with frog? Fire or dog? I have given two options here. You can think by your mind. Which word rhymes with frog? Fire or dog? See, rhyming words have the same ending sounds. So here, ending sound of frog is OG. So which can be answer? Fire or a dog? Let's see. The answer is dog. What is the correct answer? The answer is dog. Dog and frog are rhyming words. Dog and frog are rhyming words. Now, do you know why they rhyme? Do you know why they rhyme? They are rhyming words because they have the same ending sound, that is OG. See here, I put it underline. OG, OG. So, let me tell you again. Do you know why they rhyme? Why frog and dog both are rhyme? They are rhyming words because they have the same ending sound, that is OG. Dog and frog. If you guessed cake, you are right here. Cake. So snake and cake. Snake and cake are rhyming words because they have the same ending sound, that is ake. A-K-E. You can see here. Underline. A-K-E. I have written these words in bold and put it underline. So, snake and cake are rhyming words because they have the same ending sound, that is A-K-E. Ake. Right? Then, This is a swing. What is this? This is a swing. It rhymes with the things below. Spring, ring, sing. You can see here. What is this? This is a swing. You can see where my cursor moves, where my arrow moves. This is a swing. So, it rhymes with the things below. With what it rhymes? Spring. See, here. This is a spring. You can see my cursor where it moves. Spring. Then, ring. Ring. What is this? Ring. And then, sing. Sing. Right? So, rhyming word of swing is spring, ring, sing. So, what you have learned from this slide? That of any one word you can get more than one rhyming words. It's not compulsory that for one word you can get only one rhyming word. For one word you can get more than a one. For example, I have given here. This is a swing. So, for swing, how many rhyming words you have got? 3. Spring, ring and sing. And see, ing, ing, ing and here also ing. Right? So, now let's move to the next slide. What are rhyming words? Again, we will repeat this. 2 words rhyme when they have the same sound at the end. Here we will learn at, at. Bat rhymes with cat. Bat rhymes with cat. See, at I have put it in a bold letters. Bat rhymes with cat. Then, does book rhyme with cup? Does book rhyme with cup? Think in your mind. I already told you the definition of rhyming words and showed you some examples. So now you can think easily. So tell me, does book rhyme with cup? No. Book and cup do not rhyme because book ends with ook, double OK, and cup ends with up. Why it not rhymes with together? Because book ends with ook and cup ends with up. Because what is the condition of rhyming words? That the ending sound should be a similar. What it should be? The ending sound should be a similar. So now let's move to the next slide. Man rhymes with can. Man rhymes with can because they both end with n. As I told you, ending sound should be similar. Man rhymes with can because they both end with an. Now, word families. How you can make rhyming words? Let's see. AB. These all are words with the ending of AB. Cab, crab, dab, drab, grab, lab, nab, tab. Then AD, bad, dad, glad, had, lad, mad, pad, tad. Then family of AG, bag, nag, brag, drag, gag, nag, rag, tag, wag. Then family of M, ham, jam, pam, sam, slam, spam, yam. Then N family, can, fan, man, pan, plan, ran, tan, then. Then app family, AP, app, cap, gap, lap, flap, map, nap, tap, trap. Then at family. Bat, cat, hat, flat, mat, pet, sat, that. Then ed family. Ed, bed, fed, led, ned, read, shed, ted, wed. Then N family. ENN. Ben, den, hen, men, pen, ten, then, when. Then ET family. Get, jet, let, met, net, pet, set, yet. So these are the examples of word families. So all the yellows starts with A, and then other sky blue color starts with E. So my dear students, you can get more examples of rhyming words. You can make it by your own also. So let's move to the next slide. Next is examples are given. Few examples. Tall, well, sell. So what you have to do here, read the group of words below and think of other word or words that rhyme with the pictures. Which word can rhyme with the picture? The picture first you have to identify. 3 words are given here. Tall, well and sell. So this is the picture of a well. And rhyming word is sell. Then this is the picture of a cake. And rhyming word is make and bake. Right? Then this is the picture of a car. Car, jar. Then picture of a duck. So rhyming word is luck. This is the picture of a pen. So both can rhyme. Fan, can. This is the picture of a book. So look and cook. Both are rhyming words. This is the picture of a boat. So caught and got. Both are rhyming words. This is the picture of a dog. So, hog and log. Both are rhyming words. This is the picture of a top. Hop and mop. Both are rhyming words. This is the picture of a cry. The baby is crying. Cry. So what is the rhyming word? Dry. Cry, dry. This is the picture of a house. Picture of a house. So what is the rhyming word? Mouse. House, mouse. This is the picture of a tree. So what is the rhyming word? Free. Tree, free. Okay. So this is the picture of your textbook. This is the picture of your textbook. The rhyming word exercise is given in your textbook exactly after the poem number 2, The Bird on the Shore. So let's see textbook wise. Words that have the same end sound are called rhyming words. Words that have the same end sound are called rhyming words. Read these pairs of rhyming words from the poem. These are from the poem, these words pair. See, free. See, free. Sense, hence. Sense, hence. Care, there. Care, there. More, sure. More, sure. Write words that rhyme with this. This exercise is given in your English textbook. In your English textbook. Dress, press. Sid, vid. Hit, meet. Rain, gain. Great, threat. Down, town. Part, cart. Phone, zone. Let's repeat this exercise. Dress, press. Sid, vid, hit, mit, rain, gain, great, threat, down, town, part, cart, phone, zone. So, I will send you the pic of this exercise and then you can do it at home. Now, this is the heading of poem. The name of the poem is The Plaint of the Camel. If you have seen your English textbook, this poem is exactly given after the exercise of rhyming words. In your textbook, only 2 stanzas are given. Stanza means a paragraph. When paragraphs are given in poem, it's called stanza. What it is called? Stanza. When paragraphs are written in the poem form, it is called stanza. What it is called? Stanza. So, in your textbook, exactly after the rhyming words exercise, the poem is given. The name of the poem is The Plaint of the Camel. In your textbook, only 2 stanzas are given. Today, I will show you the whole poem. So, let's start our poem. This is a picture of a camel. Yes, you guessed right. This is a picture of a camel. This poem is about the complaint of camel. Plaint is a short form of complaint. So, this poem is written by Charles Edward Carryl. Charles Edward Carryl. This is the picture of a poet who has written this poem. So, let me introduce Charles Edward Carryl, born in December 30, 1841 and died on July 3, 1920, was an American children's literature author. Author means a writer. Charles was American children's literature author, writer. Then let's see some more information about him. He was born in New York. Carryl became a second-generation successful businessman and a stockbroker who for 34 years, starting in 1874, held a seat on the New York Stock Exchange. In 1869, he married Mary Wetmore. Their elder child was the poet and humorist Guy Wetmore Carryl. In 1882, Charles E. Carryl published his first work, that is Stock Exchange Primer. This was his first work. So now let's move to the poem The Plaint of the Camel. Camel is having a complaint. What is the complaint? Let's see. Canary birds feed on sugar and seed. Parrots have crackers to crunch. And as for the poodles, they tell me the noodles have chickens and cream for their lunch. But there is never a question about my digestion. Anything does for me? What is the complaint here of camel in the first stanza? That canary birds feed on sugar and seed. Parrots have crackers to crunch. Means in this stanza, the camel is talking about canary birds who are eating sugar and seeds. Then parrots who are eating crackers. Then poodles who are eating noodles, chickens and creams. But there is never a question about my digestion. Anything does for me. As you all know, camel is living in the desert area. So at the desert, what can camel eat? Only thorns and the green leaves, dry leaves. So first complaint is that of camel, that camel have to eat anything, nothing special for him. Now let's see the next is cats, you are aware, can repose in a chair. Chickens can roost upon rails. Puppies are able to sleep in a stable. And oysters can slumber in pails. But no one supposes a poor camel dozes. Any place does for me? Any place does for me? So, now you all understand, in this stanza, camel is complaining about what? In this stanza, camel is complaining about the place where he is living. Cats can live in the home, rest on the chair. Chickens can roost upon rails. Chickens are also having their home. Puppies are able to sleep in a stable. Puppies are also having their home. Oysters can live in pails. But no one supposes a poor camel does this. Any place does for me. Means camels have to live in a desert area only, in the sand area only, right? Let's see what is the next complaint. People would laugh if you rode a giraffe or mounted the back of an ox. It's nobody's habit to ride on a rabbit or try to bestraddle a fox. But as for a camel, he is ridden by families. Any load does for me? Any load does for me? Now, you got it, right? In this stanza, camel is complaining about what? Yes, camel is complaining about the riding by the families. Nobody will ride on a giraffe. Nobody will ride on an ox. Can you ride on a rabbit? Can you sit on a rabbit? No. Can you sit on a fox? Of course not. But as for a camel, he is ridden by families. Means sometimes if you went outside, especially Rajasthan side, Kutch, like, so you can get a ride of camels, desert sides. So camel is complaining that why other animals are not ridden by the families, why only me? Any lot does for me? Now let's move to the next stanza. Lambs are enclosed where it's never exposed. Coops are constructed for hens. Kittens are treated to houses well heated. And pigs are protected by pens. But a camel comes handy wherever it's sandy. Anywhere does for me? Anywhere does for me? Here again, camel is complaining about place. Lambs are enclosed where it's never exposed. Coops are constructed for hens. Hens are living in a coops. Kittens are treated houses well heated. Means kittens means the baby cat. We all are also treating it well. Pigs are living in pens. But a camel comes handy wherever it's sandy. Means as you all know, sand, full of sand, the place is desert. Desert is the place is a full of sand. So wherever it's sandy, anywhere does for me. I have to live on that sandy place only. Can't I live anywhere? Then a snake is as round as a hole in the ground, and whistles are wavy and slick, and no alligator could ever be straighter than lizards that live in a creek. But a camel's all lumpy and bumpy and humpy, any shape does for me. But a camel's all lumpy and bumpy and humpy, any shape does for me. Now at last, camel is complaining about the shape of his body, about the shape of its body. That snake is as round as a hole in the ground. Snake can turn its shape, and whistles are wavy and slick. Then, and no alligator could ever be straighter. Lizards that live in a creek, all are having a very nice shape. But why only camels all lumpy and bumpy and humpy? Any shape does for me? For me, any shape? So, my dear students, this was the poem, The Plaint of the Camel, means the complaint of the camel. This is the picture of your textbook. Only 2 stanzas are given, which I already explained you. So, I hope, my dear students, you enjoyed today's session. For any queries, any doubts, feel free to message me in my WhatsApp number. So, we will meet in our next lecture. Till then, stay safe, stay home, and especially take care of yourself and your elders. Okay, bye-bye.